Hello, everybody. This is Rabbi Moshe Rothschild of the Israel Alliance bringing you the summary of the news for week ending Friday, February 19th, 2021. As I tell you every week, I do all the hard work. I scour and scan all the newspapers and watch the news, and I summarize all the important stories that you need to hear from Israel, the real news from a local. So here we go. Let's jump right in. Today's top story is the call. That's right, folks. The phone call was finally made. President Joe Biden called Prime Minister Netanyahu this week. They finally spoke on Wednesday. The two leaders, they noted their long-standing personal connection, and they said that they would work together to continue strengthening the alliance between Israel and the U.S. The specifics of what they spoke about included the Iranian threat, regional challenges, the advancement of the Abraham Accords, and fighting the coronavirus. President Biden complimented Netanyahu on how we have fought the virus here in Israel. And the question remains, oh, by the way, put your name down below in the comments. I'll make sure to turn the comments on this week. Say hello. Let me know where you're from. Like I tell you every week, even though I don't always respond to the comments, but I read every single one. They mean a lot to me. Gets me excited to see people all over the world listening to this. So the question remains, why did Biden seem to snub Netanyahu? Why did he wait so long to reach out to him a month into his presidency? So the main theory right now, the Jerusalem Post reported this week, is that the Biden administration doesn't want to give the impression of interfering in Israel's upcoming elections in March. They were concerned that Netanyahu would spin the phone call and use it to support his election campaign. Okay, go figure. This week, we had heavy snowfall. A winter storm hit Israel. This was it was so much fun. If you haven't watched my live video of it, go to our Facebook page and you'll see. Here we're just south of Jerusalem. We received a walloping, maybe 8 inches of snow here. It was amazing, and we really enjoyed that. It's been the first real snow here since 2015. The elections, like I said, are coming up March 26th. The right-wing bloc here is becoming bigger, much bigger. However, the Likud party, led by Netanyahu, has shrunk to about 28 seats. In the last election, they were over 30. But overall, the right-wing bloc has been gaining steam. A Israeli Arab who was running for the Knesset was banned after calling for the destruction of the Jewish state. The Central Elections Committee of Israel decided on Wednesday to ban Labor candidate Ibtissam Mar'ana, not sure if I said that correctly, from running in the elections. Iran has said that they will block inspections by atomic investigators. They said the move is apparently to put pressure on the Biden administration to enter into talks. And the Iranian administration said they will no longer allow snap inspections of its nuclear sites by the UN atomic watchdog. Israel will be open for business this Sunday, not entirely, but they decided to throw caution to the wind, and they'll be opening malls, open air shopping centers, markets, street shops, museums, libraries, and some hotels will be opening this Sunday, especially to those who've been vaccinated, will have what's so-called a green passport, which will allow them entry into many of these places. Israel gave a very warm welcome to an Iranian exile. He's a judoka. That's someone who's an expert in judo. He arrived here for a tournament. the Iranians officials, they forced this fellow, his name was Moleh, to intentionally lose a match in the semifinals so that he would not face off against Israeli judoka Muki in the finals. And so they exiled this Iranian judoka. And he arrived in Israel late Sunday evening to compete, and he was given a very warm welcome by the Jewish state. This week, we also welcomed Mohammed Mahmoud Al Khaja. He became the first United Arab Emirates ambassador to Israel. And he will be a great champion of the Abraham Accords. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, put your name down below, say hello, where you're from. Any comments, really appreciate it. Thank you. According to the Israel Defense Force risk assessment, Iran could enrich enough uranium for a bomb in 4 months. It doesn't mean they can have a bomb ready, but they can have enough uranium ready for a bomb in 4 months. Now, this week, an Israeli girl wandered into Syria. Now, quite honestly, I don't understand how that can happen. I've been up north by the Syrian border, and it's fenced, and there's very serious guards and technology there. But somehow, an Israeli girl wandered into Syria, sparking a diplomatic incident. And the outcome was that we are exchanging 2 Syrians are going to be released from prisons here in Israel in exchange for this Israeli girl who wandered, so to speak, into Syria. So, folks, that's all for the news this week. If you want to join us on our mission to Israel, March 2022, about a year away, please put your name in the comments and give me an email address, and I'm happy to send you all the information. So, folks, wishing you a wonderful Shabbat, a Sabbath filled with great peace and light. And remember, this is Rabbi Moshe Rothschild of the Israel Alliance wishing you great weekend and Shabbat Shalom.